here we are on the eve of the quarter-final. Games really don't come much bigger than this, a trip away to Ibrox. How are you feeling about it?
Good, excited.
Yeah, excited. It's obviously a big game. It's what you want to play football for a big game, so yeah, can't wait.
It's the type of game as a player you want to be involved in, so looking forward to it.
That's a really safe answer you've given me there. What did it feel like when the draw was made? Does that just come with absolute excitement, or does it come with nerves, anticipation? What's the wider story?
Oh, to be honest, also Rangers are a massive club, one of the biggest clubs in Scotland, if not Europe, so to go play at Ibrox is amazing. Some have done it before, but I think it'll be Tom's first time.
Yeah, exactly. I've never done it before, so I'm really looking forward to it. Look at stadiums to playing in Scotland, and obviously it's right up there. You want to play at the best places and against the best teams to test yourself, so really looking forward to it, and I'm sure we're all looking forward to giving a good count of ourselves.
You're obviously with Rangers as a younger player, but never made it onto the kind of hallowed turf at Ibrox, so first time coming.
Yeah, exactly. So it's obviously an opportunity I've been waiting for a long time, so I'm looking forward to actually finally being there and playing on the pitch.
And a couple of players likely to be involved that you know from your youth days?
Robbie McCrory, still there, but from the first team. I think it's just James Tavernier still there from the first team squad.
For both of you, it's been obviously a road to recovery has been the kind of theme of many of the features that we've done, but you've had a run of games now. It feels from us kind of looking from the relatively close environs of RaithTV that this is the reward for all your hard work. Is there a bit for yourselves that puts it all in place?
Aye, definitely. As you know, the dark days in the rehab and the gym, you look forward to days like today, and that's why you put in the hard work behind the scenes and get yourself back to fitness and look forward to games like this.
Yeah, I think when we're in those gyms like Grafton away, I think you just look forward to like any of the games. You know what I mean? Just being back on the pitch, just training. On about actually like going away to Ibrox and playing in the Scottish quarter final. It's like obviously it's amazing really. But yeah, at the point when you're working hard in the gym, you're just looking forward to being back out there against anyone. So this is just an added bonus for us, and yeah, just looking forward to it.
I watched and spoke with both of you when you were on your recovery trail. Just when you first got back on the pitch, obviously we were arriving at kind of 1 o'clock on a match day, and you're gently running, and then you're getting built up. You're going round and doing laps of the pitch, and then you start the kind of contact. And now you look upon a 3-week schedule where you've got Glasgow Rangers, Cove Rangers, and then a cup final. It seems that sometimes the football gods are kind of patting you in the back a wee bit.
It's brilliant.
Yeah, it is brilliant. This is why you work so hard in the gym, trying to get back as soon as possible for like the weeks like we've got coming up. So it's just, when you look back, it's crazy to look back on those times now, to be honest with you, because you take it for granted sometimes when you're back, and things, you might have had a bad game or you've had a bad result, and you're unhappy, and you sometimes forget how hard it was back then when you're working so hard in the gym, and obviously you can't do what you love doing. So we just need to be grateful that we're back fit and playing every week, and sometimes you do take that for granted, but hopefully Sunday we can take it all in and give a good account of ourselves.
I mean, Louis, you've got experience being in the squad when we went and won there in the relatively recent past. We're not going to make up the numbers, are we?
No, definitely not. You know, all the pressure will be on Rangers. They're expected to win, so it's basically a free hit for us. Hope we can frustrate them when they've got 50,000 on their back, and you never know what can happen in the Scottish Cup.
What would be your own high point in the Scottish Cup, Tom? Would it be the Motherwell game?
Yeah, I think so, to be fair. That was a great day, obviously. Premiership opposition, beating them, scoring 3 goals at home, I think it was, and obviously getting this tie afterwards just topped it off. So yeah, I'd say so.
The supporters, we carry nerves like you won't know going into games, like thinking of everything that could go our way, everything that might trip us up. Is that something that's just lost on football players? Is it all just about anticipation and excitement?
I think so. I think it's easier to play it than watch it.
Yeah, so do I.
Especially if you've past experience of watching it at the side or being involved in the squad on the bench. Your nerves are a lot worse watching them playing. So as players, when the whistle kicks off, you don't really think about it too much. Just get carried away in the game. I
think because you're so focused on the actual game itself and actual playing football of it, I don't think you really think about the actual spectacle too much, and like the fans and that, you don't really notice it too much, to be honest with you.
Even if you get subbed at the last 10-15 minutes maybe, and you're watching the game for the side, I feel it's a little worse.
Can you cut out that white noise in the atmosphere?
You don't really hear anything, do you?
I could cancel it. I can just concentrate and forget and go back and watch highlights and actually forget what I was doing, because it just almost comes naturally.
I agree with that.
Having said that, we're looking at having, maybe heading towards 2,000 Rovers supporters. It's been quite a while since we've had that kind of number out with the cup final. What role have they got to play?
Yeah, massive. Obviously, it's just like for all the players, just that extra motivation as well, and seeing your family and friends, and obviously all the supporters there. It's just an extra motivation when you run out onto a pitch and see them all supporting you. It's obviously gives the player that extra 5-10%, whatever it is, and we'll need all the help we can get, obviously on Sunday. So it's massive, and obviously we all appreciate our numbers hugely.
Obviously, fans have been brilliant all season. They always are, backing their numbers, especially this season. And it's as I said, it's a free hit for them. It's a day out for the Rovers fans, and hopefully we can send them home happy.
What's training been like this week? Has it got an extra edge of excitement to it, or is it actually just keep your heads together, keep working on the normal game plan?
It's been quite chilled,
Yeah, it has been quite relaxed, to be fair. I don't think you want to change too much, to be honest with you. I think you need to have a game plan. You need to have an understanding of what it's going to be like on Sunday, and for all the players to understand that. But at the same time, it needs to be relaxed and not to get too uptight about the game, because that's when mistakes are made, and we need to have cool heads in there and know our jobs and hopefully carry out the game plan.
Speaking of manager there, and he was smiling when he was saying that kind of probably outside the Raith Rovers dressing room, there's this sentiment that it's a free hit, you've got nothing left to lose. Is that how you see it, or actually, there's pride and there's passion and there's respect at place?
As a player, as a professional, I hate losing, so I win every game, regardless of who we're playing. So you could call it a free hit if you want, but as you said, outside the changing room, there's probably no one that believes we can win. So.
I think, like Bonnie said, there's no expectancy of us to win the game. So as players, I'm exactly the same as Vaughan. I've never thought once in my life going into a game that we're not going to win that game of football. We could end up getting beat, but I'll never believe that we're going to get beat before a game, because I think the moment you don't think you're going to win is
game's over already.
You've already lost before you've even gone over a white line. So it's about believing in ourselves, and hopefully anything can happen on a day. It's just a game of football at the end of the day, and hopefully we have a bit of an off day. We have a great day, and we're tough to beat, and we end up getting a result. But obviously we'll all have to be on the same page. We'll all have to have great days. But let's just hope it is one of those days for us.
Do you break the game down into sections? Do you have certain milestones through the game that you're looking to get to? How do you work through it?
Well, I'm sure as a defender it might be a bit different with you, but so obviously first 10 minutes you'll look at the clock, and as long as it still says 0 for them on that scoreboard, then you've done the first part of the job, you've carried out the first part, and then it's just trying to get closer to half time, and then eventually to half time, and if you can get in at half time still saying 0, you've got a great foundation to build on. So obviously you look at it probably the other way, trying to score.
It's quite similar, obviously, as Tom said, try and keep it as tight as possible, and I always look at the clock to see if how close we are, if it's still 0-0, 1-0, that I can nick a goal and get one chance and take it.
We're travelling with excitement, anticipation, and obviously respect, because we know what you guys can give us Rovers supporters. So I want to wish you all the best for Sunday. Enjoy it, and hopefully we'll be all smiling at the end of it.